It's going to be okay. It sounds fake, right? Especially coming from a stranger online. It's the default phrase people throw around when they don't know what else to say, or when they want to quickly comfort somebody without really trying. Look, it's a platitude. But platitudes usually become platitudes for a reason. They get repeated because, well, at their core, they're actually true. So, as insurmountable as your current situation might feel like, I will once again repeat to you, it really is going to be okay. Look, I don't know who you are, you don't know who I am, and I certainly don't know what you might be going through. But you ran into this video for a reason, and I hope that I can give you the slightest peace of mind with this video. And listen, I get it. Maybe you're dealing with grief, failure, loneliness, anxiety, or if you're anything like me, maybe just the exhaustion of just everyday life. But when you're standing in the middle of it and the world feels like it's caving in, hearing someone just tell you it's going to be okay with nothing else can actually feel insulting, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, how would they know? How would I know? I'm just a random person online, right? But here's the thing, right? I do actually know that things are going to be okay for you. I know because you're here watching this. Think about the absolute worst thing that has ever happened to you, alright? Think about those moments when you're in your bed crying, actually convinced that you weren't gonna see another day. I want you to think back on all those times and now realize that you survived 100% of those situations. And depending on what you might be thinking back to, those situations might even be worse than what you're dealing with right now. So I ask you, why would this one be any different? But before we get ahead of ourselves, let me get something straight, because this is where people get the phrase twisted. When I say things are going to be okay, I am not telling you that it's going to be perfect. I'm not telling you that things are going to go back to the way they were if that's what you're after. And honestly, I'm not even telling you that things are going to get better. They might not. They might get worse, honestly. Life's cruel like that. I mean, I wish I could tell you that things would get better, but I actually don't know that. The truth is, whatever you're going through, things might not end up the way you need them to. You might end up losing the specific battle. The situation might actually get worse before it gets better, and to be honest, you might even walk out the other side bruised and battered. But you will walk out the other side. I mean, you always have. And that's what I'm trying to say when I say it's going to be okay. Okay doesn't mean things got better or they didn't happen. Okay means that despite everything that happened, you were still alive and breathing by the end of it. The sun still came up, you still woke up, you were alive, you were okay. And I think sometimes we forget that actually, that's enough. Nowadays we're so obsessed with bouncing back, with getting better, with making the pain go away right now that we forget that we just don't work that way. I mean, I don't need to tell you that when life knocks us down, society and social media has taught us that we should instantly get back up. We should keep fighting, we should grit our teeth and push through it. But we can't always do that, that's unrealistic. What's worse is that we've been conditioned to try and learn from damage, to turn our pain into a lesson, into anything, really. And that if we do not extract at least something positive from our misery, we wasted our time. But life isn't a book. Sometimes damage is just damage. You're allowed to feel it, and you're allowed to feel bad. You're allowed to stay down on the floor, and that's fine. You shouldn't feel bad for feeling bad. So maybe things won't get better. Hell, they might even get worse before they get better, as I said before. And maybe you're gonna have to lay down on the floor for a little while longer. But as long as you're still breathing, that's a win. Life is cruel, life is cold, and life is lonely. Don't let anybody else tell you that you just being alive is not enough. You survived all other situations like this one and you've come out the other side. This one will be no different. You might not be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel right now, but it's there. You just have to keep going at your own pace. Just remember, you've made it this far, survived this many things, and hell if you're stopping now. And in case you need to hear this from someone, I'm proud of you. You should feel proud for making it this far. No matter what happens, the sun will still come up again tomorrow. So trust me when I say, it's going to be okay.